Hello New Game fans, only a few more days to check out the demos for the Steam Next Festival, so here are some roguelites of interest, a majority of which are top-down action roguelites, but there are a couple that transcend those boundaries. Let's begin with Quester, an adorable pixel art title that has some Pac-Man and Snake DNA, where your character continually moves in a straight line until you change directions, but where it incorporates combat and jumping as well. I love those classic games, so of course, would like to see how this applies in a roguelite. A top-down 1-bit action roguelite is Skellies Ain't Scary, one that has more in common with Minutes or Isaac, but much more minimalistic in the graphics department, where you're simply collecting weapons, blasting away at enemies and trying to get deeper into the dungeon, looking simple but well made. As I predicted, with developer tools becoming more easily accessible, we will begin to see a lot more third-person action roguelites, with We Who Are About to Die being the example here. It is a gladiator combat title where you play as such a character in each run, fighting for gold, glory and freedom, but with permadeath, things can quickly take a turn for the worse. Being set in an arena as compared to an open world does make it easier to account for, where it has a physics-based combat system that needs to be mastered, so I'm happy to see developers like this give the third-person title a try. Another hectic looking action roguelite is Worm Slayer, where you have to battle your way through the Worm King's den in order to slay the king, where there are 3 character classes and handcrafted worm boss enemies, which are assembled segment by segment. The gameplay loop in this seems short, but the game comprises of 4 procedurally generated levels, each taking 2 to 4 minutes to clear, so it's the equivalent of a coffee break roguelike, but in the action space. One of the best parts of modern technology is the number of units that we are able to render on screens, which enables games like Rogue Warlords to be made, a real-time strategy title with massive armies as you lead your warriors onto victory. The last Warlord standing wins, so it's up to you to recruit or upgrade your units as you see fit, having a little bit of an auto chess feel as well. While we have certainly seen games like Space Bandit before, it looks tremendously well made and is potentially one of those hidden gems to check out. The top-down action and look certainly reminds me of Hotline Miami, but where the developer says that the game has an, quote, annoyingly clever AI, so perhaps there's something more to this game. a long-in-development title is Fabular Once Upon a Spacetime, which I have mentioned quite a bit, so I'll leave you to this new narrated trailer.
Fabular Once Upon a Spacetime is an epic action roguelike where the futuristic and the medieval collide. Cross blades with space knights in gripping melee combat as you fight, loot and upgrade your way across the galaxy. Hi, I'm Batovsky from Spiritus Games, and let me explain what Fabular is in a nutshell. In each run, you start off in the Cosmic Throne Room, where your father, the king, sets you off on a heroic journey to save your galaxy. Before you begin, you'll need to select a ship that suits your playstyle. The Paladin is a classic warrior and favors the sword and shield. The Manticore's daggers hit fast and stab hard, but its hull is more fragile, while the Salamander draws its power from the arcane. Your adventure begins in the star map, the place where you chart your course through the galaxy. The goal is to defeat the boss at the end of the map and make it to the next round. Choose your path carefully, you'll need to conserve fuel and gather upgrades in order to win the final fight. Every node on the star map triggers an event which can either benefit or hinder your progress. You'll also encounter some dangerous situations on your adventures. The outcome of these will depend upon your choices as well as stats and equipment of your ship. Often these encounters will result in combat, where you face off against enemy spaceships in close-quarter combat using a range of melee weapons. Block, parry and jab your way to victory. Defeated enemies drop energy orbs which you can then spend on various impactful abilities such as long-range attacks, enhanced movement and crowd control. The deeper into enemy territory you go, the tougher your opponents will become. But you'll be getting stronger as well. Upgrade and manage a huge range of equipment like weapons, gadgets, passive modules, consumables and currencies. Your story can only end in two ways: total victory or death. But dying isn't the end of your journey. After each run, you'll return to the throne room, where you can talk to newly unlocked characters and buy permanent upgrades to help you progress further in your quest to defeat the Void Lords.
Let's kick off the top 3 with Necro Bouncer, a pixel art action roguelite where you play as a necromancer who is the bouncer at a nightclub, which sure is an interesting premise. It does have bullet hell elements, with the number of projectiles on screen, with the art and animation looking impressive as well. You can consume the souls of defeated bosses, which grants you their power, but again, as a necromancer, from the trailer at least, it appears that you cannot summon skeletons, so I have no idea what is going on there. A fantastic looking action roguelite is Lone Ruin, coming to us from the developer of Hell is Other Demons, which is a game that I love, where this has the node-based exploration made popular by FTL, which I suppose means smaller, more contained levels, looking gorgeous as well. Of course, the pixel art is one of the main draws of Dawnkeeper, since it is absolutely gorgeous, but it is a mining action title that is unique in the space. This combines the defense gameplay of something like Missile Command with the mining and exploration of Steamroll Dig, resulting in quite a hectic experience as you scramble to get as many resources as you can in order to build up your defenses to fend off the next wave of enemies. The enemy design, while largely looking like shadow creatures, does have a hint of cosmic horror as well, and all of the above combines to make this seem like an excellent entry, taking the number 1 spot. For more roguelites, watch these videos and I will see you after the jump.